on something and I said, hey, you know, this is a perspective that you can probably look at. Of course, as I said, I'm not coming from a place of perfection and I do not have all the answers. I think a lot of times, and the vibe that I'm getting from you, it's like you need to be a professional in order to have a channel. And I never said I am. I'm literally just a girl who put the camera on.
That's not the vibe I'm getting from you. I mean, that's not the vibe I'm trying to get across. I just, you know, even in this whole YouTube thing, I try my best to make the distinction between who are people who are turning on a mic and using their voice responsibly to affect a change, and who are people who are just content creaters. And I appreciate you've made the case. So you're just a content creator.
You're trying to be. I'm not sorry, upset with that. Maybe you're not aware of it, but you're trying to be a little condescending to say that I'm not trying to make the change, because if it's either.
No, you said that. You said that. You said you're not trying to make a change.
And people that sit around talking about racism, white supremacy, and trauma, and all that kind of bullshit that have no. I'm going to tell you, Obi, you and Courtney Michelle have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I can say that straight up. Now, if you want to get on a live stream and challenge me about what I know, when I've been involved in this shit for really longer than you've been alive. I know it's longer than you've been alive because, Obi, you're not even as old as my son. Not even as old as my daughter. To me, you're my kid. My baby girl is 28 years old. And I was doing this, I was involved in this kind of crap long before she was born. I was involved in this crap before my son was born. This is not new to me. So you trash the red pill, and really, even though you consume the content, you really don't understand. You're not a philosophy student, so you really don't understand the philosophy of the red pill. You were in college when we were reading the blogs. I mean, did you go back and read Roland Tomasi's blog? Not what he's done on YouTube.
Great, has a daughter, want her to be with a black man. I want to marry a black man, but the distrust amongst each other.
Yeah. Well,
how do we?
We didn't get in this situation in 30 years.
No.
And we're not going to get out of it in 30. It took us over 555 years exactly. It might take us that long to get back on the other side.
Yeah.
But we can start as Black women by setting the example, by teaching our children to be themselves and not submit to other people's ideas and fashions. You can't wait until your daughter gets 14 to say, don't wear booty shorts.
Mm-hmm.
You got to start teaching modesty when that child is little, and respect to the boy.
Yeah.
When he's little. You know, we talk all the time. I hear the sisters tell me, I'm his mother and his father. No, we're not. You're not the mother and the father. You know, we cannot raise a boy in the proper way he should be raised. He'd be better sitting on the curb with a drunk than listening to that nonsense we talk at home about men, okay? We teach them to hate the man they got to become.
You're told that you need to go out and compete with the rest of the world, but you must remain loyal. And I say, yes, remain loyal to you and your purpose.
Yesterday, I posted a video on how the Passport Bros movement exposed a lot of female content creators who popped up when Kevin Samuels went viral. They claim that they support Kevin Samuels' message, but are going hard in the paint fighting against Passport Bros leaving. I received a lot of comments on whether or not Kevin Samuels is a Passport Bros, or if he would have even supported the Passport Bros movement. Now, I don't know Kevin Samuels personally, and he was not my mentor. However, I did watch hours of his videos, and in my personal opinion, it's safe to assume that he would have supported the Passport Bros movement. Kevin Samuels was very influential when it comes to topics on dating and relationships, and many of us, myself included, values his perspective. This is not a conversation about who is right or wrong. This is simply an opportunity to hear everybody's perspective. In a live stream he did just 6 weeks before his passing, he encouraged Black men to sell out to femininity. I clipped a few pieces of that live stream to review. please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. But I beg of you, please be respectful and please be logical.
Use your common sense.
It is time to sell out. There's only one thing that matters when it comes to picking a woman. And this now going forward, and it's always mattered, but if she's feminine, her femininity matters. Let the cream rise to the top. I want all my men of value. I don't care what race you are. I want you to start expanding your options. I want you to start expanding your options and dealing only with women who are feminine. Feminine to your masculine. This is about evolution and growth. And Christ had to leave Nazareth. You're going to have to separate yourself from a lot of things that people use to control you. And one of the ways they use to control you is upon your mate selection. Now, only men in general, black men in particular, are the only ones who are really, truly targeted this way. As a black man, you're told that you need to go out and compete with the rest of the world, but you must remain loyal. And I say, yes, remain loyal to you and your purpose. Gentlemen, ask yourself a question. Have you ever dated a feminine woman? Have you ever been well treated by a woman? Seriously. I've told the story about the first time I had a woman actually do the most selfless thing when I was sick. Came over to my condo, brought groceries, made soup, brought my favorite pizza. While she was cleaning up the house, disinfecting and all that other stuff, made sure I was taken care of, topped me off and left. I was confused. You hear stories about men talking about they're going out of the country and then they're being around women who really like men for men and understand how to treat a masculine man. As you start to sell out, you're going to hear a lot of shit from the people who cannot buy in. See, the people who don't want you to sell out, they want you to stay around them because they cannot or they are not willing to buy in. Make no mistake. If they don't want to play ball, Godspeed. Guys, we live shorter lives than women. We get into our value later than women. What does that mean? Gentlemen, you don't have time to waste. Women get their value and their beauty up front. They have to maintain. Men have to earn their value, and we live shorter. So it is time to sell out because you don't want to be a 40-year-old man out here. Well, most men, I don't say you, most men don't want to be 40-year-old nomad bachelors. This is why when it's time for you to start looking for a woman, you got to go with a woman who already is there, not in process, not who wants to change, not who wants to get better. So, gentlemen, it is time to sell out for femininity because the hardcore reality of it is this. You live a shorter life. Every year you wait to find that perfect woman is 1 year out of your legacy, 1 year out of the input for your kids. So let's ask the hard question. Kevin, are you saying that black men should start dating non-black women? Yes. Yep. Without a doubt, yes. I say the black men should start dating feminine women. Black or otherwise. Let me turn up the lights so you can see my face. Let me turn up the lights and switch the camera so you can see my face so there's no doubt in what I'm saying. Black men should start dating feminine women first. Full stop. Feminine women. Now that means that the mothers of the women that are out there can choose to raise their daughters to be feminine, beautiful, inspirational, fit, friendly, cooperative, and submissive, childless. Blue Henrys outnumber Blake Henrys by a large amount, at least 5-1, and that's in income. That's just income. That's not in sheer number of positions. So why is it that when you're on a show, married that guy, and he built an empire? How many of her college educated, AKA Delta, white collar? How many women today would skip right over George Jefferson? Do single, educated women have contempt or disdain for blue-collar men? I will say yes.
Save your community, black man is the new war cry by many that believe that black men should be more or less beholden to saving, preserving their identity in the community of black men, or more or less the black families. But the problem with this new profoundness is that even though it may be somewhat noble and merit, there are many issues with this particular manifestation because it does not more or less consider the barriers that are associated with men and how politics play a role in the equivocation of men and masculinity. Recently in the news, we saw something about no voting, no bucking. And because of that, we got to ask ourselves the question, does the world really respect black men, or do they more or less expect black men to come back in a level of servitude that's not beneficial to them? If you know anything about theology, the great teacher Jesus said that you can't take new wine and put it into old wineskin.
I'm tired of America, so I'm hitting Richie on the net. I got the tickets, that's a bet. We need to link, my brother set it up. Damn, I didn't had enough. Ooh, I won't lie. Can I get a little shake with them fries? My skin tone is matching your eyes. Black men, you know we like them thighs. And baby, she can do it all. Your land is my land. Cut through